Hello and welcome to Wisdom Wednesdays. Today I wanted to talk about something that I've been thinking about a lot lately, and mostly because I need to hear it for myself. I feel like a lot of people need to hear it for themselves. But as you walk on your spiritual journey and your journey with Yahweh, Creator, Source, whatever you want to call it, what I have seen and experienced, I feel like, is that so many people get stuck on one mind-blowing moment. One moment of aha, the dots connect together. That must be the truth. That must be it. And if we know anything in this Great Awakening, we know that we are all wrong. We are all consistently wrong about something. And if we weren't, we would be perfected already and have light bodies and be aware that we're very interdimensional beings, and not so stuck in this 3D dimension. But I don't see very many people aware of that, or being like that, or made of complete light. So that means somewhere in something that we do, in somewhere in our DNA, there's something wrong. Like, we believe something wrong, belief systems, whatever. None of us have the full picture. We're all parts of this puzzle. And that has kind of opened up another thought process for me, which is that, if we're all wrong, why do we get so stuck and so set on one specific blow your mind, aha moment, revelation, whatever you want to call it? I have listened to in the past this great teacher named Ian Clayton. And I remember the first time hearing what he taught was absolutely mind-blowing. And it connected all of the dots for me for a lot of things. And it was completely life-changing. It changed the trajectory of my life in an extreme way that is really hard to explain. It was kind of the start, it was the start of my awakening, was in a spiritual way first, because spirituality, the spirit realm, has always been very real to me. And I can't not think that it's real, because it's my experience and I have experienced it my entire life. And it's one of those things that no one could really ever convince me otherwise. Because it's just been such a part of me. And with that, there were so many things in Christianity that I grew up being told that made no sense to me at all. And what this teacher guy does is kind of explain things in a more Hebraic mindset, which is what Christianity should be based off of. The way he explained things and the revelation and mystery behind it all was absolutely mind-blowing and changed so much for my life and the way that I thought about things, and really put me on this healing journey to cleanse out my DNA, to work on generational traumas, generational curses, all those types of things. As well as explore what I call the kingdom of God. That time of my life was amazing. I went hardcore, all in for 2 years, just really working on myself, listening to what he was saying. And I honestly miss those times, because I miss being mind blown in that way. Now I'm kind of been mind blown with more stuff that's happening in the world. I knew a lot of it, and a lot of it's not surprising, but there's still things that blow my mind and resonate as true. But for me, I am always looking for that next moment of blowing my mind, that next moment of revelation, aha moment type of thing. And what I've noticed is a lot of people will have that moment and think that that's it, when in all actuality, it can be a life of continuous mind-blowing, stop you in your tracks, ideas and concepts and whatnot, because there's so many different layers to this world and the spirit world and what we've been taught and all that kind of stuff. But so many people get stuck on one thing and don't, because I mean, it is terrifying. It really is terrifying to have everything that you once thought do a complete 180 and that's a really hard thing to deal with. But for me, it's like slightly addictive and I love it. I love discovering new stuff like that and changing the trajectory of my life and what I think and the thought process that I have around things. I love it, even though it is terrifying. So I get why people get stuck at the first time it happens, but I believe that we're always meant to be discovering in that way, since we are all wrong, you know. We all have some degree of wrongness in us. And I don't know, I would just kind of encourage everyone to, you know, most people can have that one moment, that aha experience that, you know, is just their experience and you can't take that away. But I would just encourage people to not get caught up on that one experience. There is always more. There's always more to learn. There's always more to discover. And I think the key to staying young and wise is to always be childlike in that way and always be discovering and curious, and have the ability to challenge and have the bravery to challenge what you think and believe on a regular basis. It's definitely not something that's easy, and I'm not saying that I do it all the time. And honestly, I haven't really had those moments in about 2 years or so, because I've had a child and I haven't really had the time to go out of my way to search those things out, because, you know, life gets in the way. But I think the element of the youth that we all need to keep is our curiosity and our wonder. So I would just encourage you guys with that. Let me know what you think in the comments. I would love to know what your last aha moment was or revelation was. I think that'd be really interesting to see what people say. So I hope you have a great day. Bye.